we are well and truly into the pre-Christmas days, the last little bit of the countdown for this year, but I just couldn't resist doing a bit of a desk makeover, so that is exactly what we are doing today. I feel like as things start to slow down towards the end of the year, I'm always sort of thinking forwards to what's going to be happening in 2024 and how I can kind of improve my home space. And one of those real outstanding items was my desk, because although you would have seen me if you've been around for a little while purchase a beautiful desk, this one from Lively, and I got this only about maybe under a year ago, I want to say, and I really love this desk. It is super difficult for me to want to get rid of it because I think the aesthetic is absolutely stunning and it really fits in with my space. However, it is not functional for me running a business and working from home. And now that I have had the business for over a year, it's just a little bit challenging to kind of have a space that is a little bit uncomfortable and less practical. So the idea is to just completely overhaul my desk space. I'm going to get new desk accessories, new little bits of stationery, and an entirely new desk, and eventually a new monitor and everything as well. But I'll try and link all of the products I got in the description box down below. This is completely unsponsored. I'm paying for it by myself, and I just thought it is the perfect time to just get everything back in order. So when I start up next year, I'm going to be really comfortable in my space. And that's exactly what I wanted to prioritize, because I'd been watching a few desk organization TikToks and I want a standing desk. So that is exactly what I've ordered. I ordered a standing desk, and it's something that I've just really wanted for a long time because I did have a standing desk at my old corporate job and I find it very useful, especially as a tall girl. I often want to be able to stand up and... Oh no. The fire alarm people, hopefully they don't test it while we're sitting here chatting. But yeah, I just wanted to have that flexibility. And I mean, hey, maybe a little pipeline dream, it would be cool to get like a walking pad or a stool or any other kind of accessories that I can sort of sit at that desk with. But for now, it's just a good option to kind of get up and move around a little bit more. I think it's great for your overall health and good for your neck and back and all of those things. So I already have it and I thought we could unbox it and I'll go through the whole procedure. I'll show you me stripping off the old desk and popping in the new one, and then I'll give you a look at everything afterwards. So let's get going. So this is my current desk setup, and although I really didn't want to change it, it's just impractical to keep a table that isn't really serving me when I'm working throughout the workday. So this original desk you might remember because I've only had it for about a year. It's called the Pebble desk from a brand called Lively, and I was really drawn to it because of this pillar column at the bottom. I think it's a really beautiful design feature, and then it just has a straight leg on this side, so you can still have a really great sitting area here. And then I've always just used that curved kind of edge bit to have my tote bag and my laptop and that kind of stuff, because it does sort of taper off. And then it had this thicker portion of the desk here. But I just feel like I really need a standing desk, and I think that's going to suit me best just in terms of looking after my back and having something ergonomic, but also just really making sense in terms of having a little bit more desk space, because realistically I can't kind of use that side of the desk because it is so slim. So that was the kind of plan, and I am sad to see it go, but I have sold it to a lovely girl on Facebook Marketplace. And yeah, look, I mean, if you had a laptop only, I think this would be the perfect desk because you could just style it with some decor. But for me, because I work off a desktop, this is kind of what I'm starting with. So I do eventually want to get a new monitor as well that's a little bit more modern looking, maybe even white with a very minimalist kind of screen, but that will come in time. For now, I'm going to have to take all of this out of here so we can pop the new desk in. So sad. It's the end of an era. I really did love this desk so much. I still think it's incredibly beautiful, but I'm sure the girl who's bought it will be really happy with it for her house. We've kind of been chatting back and forth about what chair she's going to style it with. So I will move this out of the space now and then make way for the new desk. But I also need to find a home for my little robot vacuum that's underneath there. I'm not really sure where to put it. Maybe it will still fit on the end here so that it can kind of sneak in and out. But if not, I will pop it somewhere else. There are a couple of messy cables hanging down, but I'm going to get some cable ties and things to fix those up. I actually just moved the filing cabinet from this left-hand side over here, which is all that mess I'm referring to over here, since I need the space for the desk to be able to raise up and down. And that way my printer and everything is able to hide over there, and I actually love this. I think it's a much bigger and better space. It allows me to really spread out. I can use the whole right hand side of the desk to do some drawings, and I just think this is a much better setup. It's really ergonomic, it makes a lot of sense for me, and yeah, it just cleans up that area. So I'm really happy with this. The new desk also has a little bit of a pull-out drawer here, and I do have some clear drawer organizers, but I'll just need to check that they can actually fit into this. So we'll have a look. But what I most wanted to show you is this is actually a all-in-one standing desk. So it's got 2 USB ports, 1 USB-C, a whole bunch of different settings for the desk and just the general up and down. So if I just press it like that, that is currently the height that it's at. So 75, I would say, is like a standard desk height. So it's literally just under that. Then all you have to do is press this, and I can have the desk at whatever height I want, which is really great if I want to stand at it or put a walking pad underneath it or something, because yeah, I am a tall girl and I do get a sore back sitting sometimes, and I do spend majority of my day here. So all I thought was I really just need a new functional desk, and this one was on sale during Black Friday. I got it for $400 down from $800, and I thought what a perfect time to upgrade my setup. This is my least favorite part of any room makeover, but I guess that's the trade-off for having a beautiful new space. I now need to crush all of these boxes and take them down to the bin room. I also grabbed a few little items off Amazon which have just arrived. One of them was this clear little Perspex card holder. So I do have my business cards for my architecture and interior design business, and I just wanted somewhere to be able to display them on my desk. Not only does it look nice, but it also reminds me to grab a few every time I'm heading out the door. Next thing I picked up, I couldn't resist. I feel like I've been TikTok influenced to buy these double-ended highlighters, so I'm gonna pop these into my drawer. This is what I've got in the drawer at the moment. Just a bunch of little stationery supplies, those new highlighters, my mouse, a hard drive, ruler, and this little dream journal. I also picked up this white pen holder. I just thought it looked a lot nicer than this mesh kind of basket one that I've got. I think these are very old-fashioned and kind of look a little bit messy, so I thought to go for something solid instead. This is what it looks like, and as an added bonus, I didn't realize, but it does actually rotate because it's sitting on a little plate, which is really cute and handy. Last but not least, I bought this desk pad because I just want to make sure I keep the desk in a really good condition, keep it super clean, and that just means I can replace this anytime it gets dirty without damaging the surface. This is what the desk pad looks like. It's just a little faux leather grey coloured desk pad. They came in a bunch of different colours, and I think it was only about $14. It's got some nice little contrasting stitching here, but as you can see, I just need to put some books on it or something to weigh it down so it flattens out. But the biggest benefit of this is I can get rid of that mouse pad. I no longer need it. I can just put my mouse straight on here and I don't have to worry about having a mouse pad. That's it. We are all done, and I have to say I actually cannot believe how much of a huge difference getting this new desk has made to my workspace, my apartment on a whole, but also just the actual way that I'm going to be able to work day to day. Like, I already feel like this is a productivity dream because I've been testing it out all afternoon, putting it up and down and kind of like getting the settings right, because I think you can kind of do pre-done settings with the numbers that are on there. So I'll be able to say like, okay, this is the standing height that I like, so you don't have to sort of manually go up and down. It will already remember those in the system. So that's the last thing I need to set up, but I'm already loving having the charger on the front of the desk as well, because it means I don't have to have my big bulky laptop charger. I can literally just put the USB-C straight into there. It's also a fast charging port, and it means that I can charge my laptop, have it sitting right next to me. I've got way more desk room for the days when I'm sketching and drawing and things like that as well. And now I desperately need a new monitor, and I know that that is a little bit of a superfluous item because the one I have works perfectly fine, but I have had that monitor since I was in uni, which is over 10 years ago, and I really want to get a white one because although the screen is obviously going to be black when it's off, I just think a much more modern looking monitor, slightly bigger as well, because that one is actually quite small, and I ordinarily would work off 2 monitors, so I need to find one that is hopefully white, but if not, just way more modern and a little bit bigger. So if you have any recommendations, please drop them in the comments down below. But I have linked all of the items that I've found, so if you're wanting to sort of upgrade your work at home space as well, you can. But I hope you guys really enjoyed, and like I said, we're just getting so crazy close to Christmas, and I know that this was definitely not like a festive themed blog, but it was just really essential that I upgrade my desk space for moving into the new year. And I do have some really exciting productivity and work kind of content coming in 2024. So I hope that you guys are all on board for that and following along with a little bit of the business journey, but also working on all of your own personal goals and things as well. So stay tuned for that next video, because I think it will be something that you'll really love. But in the meantime, have a wonderful week, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.